Okay, YouTube, once again, this is Jimdel-Edu. Welcome back. All of my friends around the world, everywhere, guys. Thank you for joining me once again for another tutorial. This is a part 11. Working with working on advanced commenting using PHP, MySQL database. Okay, let me show you. Without further ado, get started. This is where first thing, this is where we left. We finished dashboard, okay, here, and we finished on today's comment, this table here, name, content, vote, approved, date, and actions. And when you run your program, this is your output. Okay, now this is part 11. This is what we are going to do. We are going to build this part, awaiting approval, and this table here. We don't need this. Okay, this is where we left. Also, okay, we have 0 here. We have today's comment 0, awaiting approval 0, and total comment 6, and this is a page 1. Let me show you, because we have 6 comments here, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and we have nothing here yet. We can add 1, and to see for today's comment we have 1. Also for awaiting approval we have 0, and total comment 6, page 1. We can add 1. Okay, write comment. And then I'm going to show you something quick. I'm going to use you can use okay, just any names. Test code 2. Okay, this put let me put, I'm going to put anything. Put anything. Welcome back. Now for okay, pick any. Okay, it's right here. Welcome back. As you can see, guys, let me zoom this out. Okay, make it bigger so that you can see. Now you see 7 hours ago. Now you have 7 hours ago, and this is one word. I'm going to fix it. Put this into words. Also, we have 7. This is probably this is a mistake. Okay, this is we have 7. We're supposed to get just now, or a few seconds ago, or 1 minute ago, and so on. Let's go back to okay. Let's go back to our code. Also, no, before that, let me go to our table. This is our database. Now we have 6 comments. Let me refresh it. Okay. Now we have I just added this one, test code 2. Welcome back, and here's the date and the image. Okay. Now let me refresh this page. Okay, as you can, this is the new one. Total comments, today's comments 1, and now we got total comments 7. Still page 1, and here's what they want. One we just added right now. Okay, guys, now we can, okay, now let's go back to our code. I'm going to fix this 7 hours ago here. I want you to go and okay, I want you to open your index.php. Go. Okay, let me see. Open it. Index.php, not index. Go open your. Okay, no. I want you to go not inside of the admin folder. Okay, not inside of the admin folder. I want you to go to comments. Okay. I want you to go to comments. Open your comments.php inside of the main folder. Okay. Inside of the main folder, click on comments.php. And here's my comments.php here. I'm going to make this bigger for you so that you can see what I'm doing. Here, okay. Here's comment.php, and go here on this line 10. below function will convert date time to time elapsed string. Okay, and scroll down. We have now equal new date time ego. Okay, this is now ego diff and so on. Here we have a for each loop, and for me on line 25, this line of code, okay, this line of code, if not full here, it's not full, string equal array underscore slice, okay, slash string, and start it from 0 1. When I put 0 1, when you calculate it, because here the difference k is greater than 1, that's why you're supposed to start at 1 here instead of 0. Let me show you guys here. Let me make this bigger and bigger so that you can see here. If not full, this line of code, instead of 0, I'm going to cut it and put 1. Okay, now I add 1 instead of 0 on line 25 for me. It could be on line 24, 23, and 26 for you, but for me on line 25, I put 1. Remember, it was 0. Now I put 1 and save everything. Save all. Go to File, Save All, and let's go back to our browser. Now here, remember we have 7 here. Let me make this bigger also. Here we have 7 hours ago, but before I fix this, go back and we have ego here on line 26. Same comments.php. We fix here. Now go now next line 26. Here after ego, single quote ego, and I want you to put a space, add a space here. You see, now I add a space. It was like this, and I add a space, and now save. Go to File, Save All. Okay, remember I fix ego. We have ego and just now. Okay, because the string will take ego or just now. If you add a comment just now, okay, just added a comment, and then the string will take just now, and after that we're gonna take few seconds and 1 minute ago and so on. Now we save everything. Okay, save everything, and now let's go back to our browser, and remember we have 7 hours ago, and refresh the page here. Okay, and now we have 7 comments. If I want to sort by newest, now you can see this is a 5 minutes, because as I'm talking right now, it's 5 minutes ago instead of. But if you don't, okay, what I can do, make it clear for you. I'm going to add a new one, a new comment, so you can see it's just now. Add a new comment. Put just fix like this. Put the name just fix. Put okay. Smith. Okay. Smith PHP, and put like this. Got it fixed. Okay, and let me take for image. Let me pick this one. Click on submit button. Okay, as you can see, this is just now. Let me zoom in. You can see this is just now. Okay, I just added, and then now it's fixed. This is just now. Got it fixed just now. I can vote. Okay, here. Okay, this is just now. Okay guys, this is fixed, and when you click here on the reply button, I will add this cancel button here next to the submit button. I will add a cancel button, but I have to finish with this series first of this tutorial. I have to finish with this series first, and then when I'm done, I will go back and add all these features in the future. Okay, for cancel. And okay, now let's okay, let me zoom this out. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, this is where we left, and if you refresh this, we got this is our next comment. Okay, now I want you to go open your index.php and scroll down for me. This is where we left. Remember that this is the end of content block, today's comment, because we finished with today's comment table. Now let's get started. Okay, let's get started with, I'm going to comment this and say this is the start content block, like this. Now I'm going to do everything approval table. Okay, this is the start, and let me copy this and paste it here and put end of, put this closer. Okay, now inside here, this is where I'm going to start coding. Remember, we're working with now everything approval. Everything approval. Okay, the first thing I need a H2 header H2, and inside of the first one, let me okay, make this bigger, like, okay, probably more. This is okay. Inside the first H2, I'm going to pass a style. I'm going to say style equal margin top 40 pixel, and from the middle here, and this is where I'm going to say pass the header. I call it everything approval, like this. Okay, and go to the next line and skip one line. I want you to create a div class called content block. Okay, expand this. Now I can comment this, put something like, okay, now bring this down. Should save our div. Okay, okay, I'm going to say this is the end of content block. This is the end of content block. This is how I cannot miss it. Okay, next, now next line. I want you to go and create another div class called table. Okay, and do the same thing. I'm going to copy this and paste it to the closing, and this is the end of table. You can miss it, and go to the next line here. Now this is where I'm going to create my table. I'm going to say table. Okay, and do the same thing. Copy this and paste it. This is the end of this div. This is the end of class. Put it this way. This is the end of class table. This one is the end of table. Okay, and go inside of the table div. Let me put it bigger. Okay, go inside here. Inside of the table, I'm going to create table header, head, and then put head. Okay, now I can copy this and paste it here. This is the end of head. Okay, and go inside of head. Here, I want you to create a table row, tr. Do the same thing. This is the end of tr. I want you to go now. This is our table row. Okay, before I want you to stop here, save everything, save all, and to see our output so far, and refresh the page here. Everything approval. This is the title, like the same for today's comment dashboard. Today's comment. Now we have everything approval. Okay, let's go back to our code. Now inside of the table row, now I want table data. This is where I'm going to pass all of the title. Let me show you all of my title, like name, content, vote, approved, date, and action. This is how I'm going to pass them inside here. And now I'm going to pass them. This is where I'm going to use table data. Okay, each one of these, each one of these is a table row. This is table row. But for the data, here's my data, okay? This is where to put my data. This is where I have to use table data inside of my table row. TD, my table data, the first one. And I'm going to pass a call span. Supposed to be 2, the side. And from the middle here, I'm going to call it name. Name. And if you save everything, we'll go back here. I should get name like this one here. I refresh the page and then I got name. And as you can see, this is the line that separate my data from table row. Okay. Now, my second TD, table data, I'm going to call it content. Okay. I call it content and go to the next line, TD. And inside of the first one, now I'm going to pass a class called responsive hidden. And here from the middle here, I'm going to call it capital V, remember that? Votes. Go to the next line, my next TD, and call it approved ED. And go to the next line, my next TD, table data, pass a class inside of the first one, pass a class called responsive, call it the same thing, responsive, okay, hidden, and from the middle here, call it date. My last table data, but not least, call it TD, and call it actions. And bring this up, put it closer now, and bring this up as well. Now, if you save everything, go to File, Save All, and go back to our browser and refresh the page. Okay, now I got all of my table. Okay, here, name, content, vote, approved, date, and action. Now go back to our page, go back to our code. Now, after the closing end of T head, okay, go to the next line. Now I'm going to create my table body. Call it T body, like this. Okay, and I can do the same thing, paste here, call it end of T body. You can't miss it. Now go inside of the T body. Now I'm going to pass a PHP, and in case if it's empty, my comment awaiting approval. So I'm going to pass this a message. If my comment awaiting approval is empty, I'm going to pass a message says there are no recent comments. Okay, and to do this, I'm going to pass my PHP first and to call comment awaiting approval. Okay, I'm going to say PHP, and if parentheses, I say empty, and I create another parentheses, and say I'm going to say comment everything approval. Click here, okay, and put a colon here, and I want you to go to the next line after the PHP. Go to the next line here, and create a table row. Now I'll create this table row to pass my message inside of the table data. This is my table row. I need a table data TD, and here this is where I'm going to pass a call span and the style. Okay, put my message in the center, and I Okay, I pass a span size 8, and after the closing double quote here, put a space. I'm going to pass a style. For the text, I need a text align center. Okay, also from the middle here in front of the closing table TD, this is where I'm going to pass my message, what there are no recent comments, and bring this closer. Okay, there are no recent comments now. Okay, now I want you to go. This is done. This block of code, table data, this block of code is done. And else I'm going to create an else after the closing table row. Go to the next line, and I'm going for this. I have to pass my PHP. If you don't pass your PHP, you cannot get access to the next else, to the next message. Okay, now I pass my PHP. I say PHP else. Okay, else colon. Okay, I'm done here right now. I say PHP else colon. I'm done here, and then I go here. After else, I go to the next line. I want you to go to the next line here, and I want you to pass another PHP. Pass on the PHP. Now at this time I'm going to use a for each loop, and to loop inside of the comment everything approval as comment. Okay, I'm going to say for each. Okay, for each comment everything approval here as, and then all of this. Okay, for each comment everything approval as comment without s, like this, as comment. Okay, and put a colon here. Put a colon here. We don't need this. We don't need the bracket. We don't need the bracket. Okay, bring this up. Okay, this is the PHP code. Okay, for each comment everything approval as comment colon, and then this is the closing PHP. Now I want you to go to the next line here now and create a table row. Again, I'm going to say TDR table row, and inside of my table row I'm going to create a table data. I need the table data TD. Now this is where I'm going to pass my image here inside my table data, the image in front. Now inside of the first TD, I'm going to pass a class called img for image, and expand this one table data. I want you to expand your table data here as well. Expand this one and go to the next lines inside of the table data here. Now I'm going to say image, the source. Follow me now. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay, image source equal. Now shortcut version of PHP like this, and put an equal sign is the closing. Now go here after equal sign. Let me put it this way so that you can see what I'm doing. After the equal sign, I'm going to say $sign comment without s, and bracket single quote, call it img. I call my image, and I want you to put a space and question mark. Also, so I'm going to call comment here, and bracket single quote img for image. Next after the image, put a colon here, space, and I want you to create a single quote here, single quote. And now after the single quote, okay, I want you to put this way. I'm going to call my image. I say single quote. Now put a dot forward slash for my two first folder. This is my main folder, the first dot, second folder. This is for admin folder. Now I put a forward slash, and this is where I'm going to call my picture name. Remember, I got default profile image, like this. I call my image.png like this, and this is the closing single quote, and this is a closing PHP. But okay, put it like this. Now, after the closing bracket, after the closing single quote, double quote, sorry, after the closing double quote here, go and space, put a width of the width equal 32, and I need the height of 32 by 32, width 32, and height, I need height of 32. That means width 32, height 32. Okay, now width 32, height 32, and alt like this. Inside of the alt, I want you to put a shortcut PHP here. Put it like this. Okay, equal. That's the opening. Is the closing. Now, go after the equal. Now I'm going to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the next line. I'm going to cut it here after alt. Okay, I cut it here, and I can make it bigger. I can make it bigger. Okay. Now here, I got alt. Go here after passing the shortcut PHP, and I want you to go after the equal sign and put HTML a special charge like this, and put a parentheses. Now this is where I'm going to call my comment without s, bracket single quote, and put your name. Put name. Now next, after the closing bracket, put a comma, space, and I'm going to say end quote. Okay. PHP, and it's the closing, and I want you to pass a style next after the closing double quote. This one here, put a space. I want you to pass a style, and in the border radius, a border radius of 4 pixels, like this. And this part is done. Okay. Okay. Now let's keep moving. Now here's the closing for this block of code. Okay. Here's the opening for table data. Is the closing. I'm going to bring this up. Now, okay. Now after the closing table data, I want you to go to the next line, create a table data again, TD. Okay, now just one line of code, and put a shortcut, create a shortcut here from the, let me put it this way so that you can see what I'm doing. Here, put a shortcut PHP like this, equal sign, and is the closing. And go after the equal sign, put a HTML, do the same thing, put this, put a parenthesis, comment without s, bracket single quote name, okay, and put a comma after the closing bracket space, and put an end quote here, and bring this just one line of code. And now I want you to go to the next line. We need table data again, do the same thing. Now what I can do, I can delete this, cut this, and copy this line of code. Okay, I'm going to copy this and paste it here and make some changes. Now this time, instead of HTML special charge, I'm going to replace it by NL2BR. Okay, NL2BR. And after that we have I want to, after that, put a okay, I want you to put because I'm trying to fix let's fix it, put a parenthesis after that. Put a parenthesis here after NL2BR, and inside of this parenthesis put HTML, a special tag like this, and keep comment, keep this instead of name. I want to replace it by content like this, and end quote. This is good, and this is good. Now go to the next line, table data TD. Now this time inside of the first one, I need a class called responsive hidden. Okay, and here, let me put it this way, you can see what I'm doing here. I'll put a shortcut PHP, and after the equal sign put number underscore format, and put a parenthesis inside the parenthesis called comment, put a bracket single quote, and at this time put vote, not capital V, small v, vote. Okay, and bring this. Okay, now go to the next line. I need a TD again. I need a TD, table data. And now, from the middle here, what I want you to do, I want you to create, let me put it this way so that you can see what I'm doing. Next, after the first one, TD, okay, I want you to create a shortcut PHP. Like this. Okay, A is the opening, is the closing. And now after the equal sign, put comment, dollar sign, comment, bracket single quote, put approved, approved. Okay, like this. And next, after the closing, let me make this bigger. After the closing bracket, I need a question mark. Follow me. After the, because this is the closing PHP, is the question mark. After the question mark, put a single quote and put yes, capital Y, put yes. And after the yes, closing a single quote, put a colon. Now this is why now you can identify PHP now. Okay, after the colon. And after the colon, I want you to put a single quote and put no, capital N, like this, and bring this over. Okay. Now I want you to go to the next line. Let me take this bigger. Go to the next line, and we need the table data as well. Again, and inside of the first one, we need a class called responsive hidden. And here, from the middle, I need a shortcut PHP. Okay, and after the equal sign, I wanted to put date and parentheses. Inside this parentheses, put a single quote, F, oops, okay, undo, okay, put F, capital F, put a capital F, space, small j, put a comma, space, capital Y, space, capital H, colon, IA, like this. Okay, and put a comma after the closing single quote inside of the parentheses. Put a comma here and space. I'm going to say string to time parentheses, and now call comment without S, and put a bracket single quote. Now this way I'm going to put my submit date, and here bring this over. Okay, this is fine. Now what I want you to do, I want you to go to the next line. Go to the next line and create, we need the table data again. And for this one, I want you to expand it like this. Remember this is the opening, this is the closing. Okay, let me stay closer. Okay, or maybe I can go to the next line if you want. Put it like this. Okay, here I'm going to create an anchor tag. Let me scroll up. Create an anchor tag. I'm call it comment.php. This is this file. Okay, I will create this file in the future later. Now I got comment.php, and after that I want you to put a question mark and put ID equal sign. Now after the equal sign, this is where I'm going to add a shortcut PHP, opening, equal, closing. And after the equal sign here, let me do this so that you can see what I'm doing, and put a comment without S, bracket single quote, put ID inside of it, and bring this over. Now this is for the this line of code. This is for edit and delete. Now here from the middle here, I want you to put edit, and we can do the same thing. Copy this line of code, copy here, and go to the next line, paste it here, and I'm going to fix it. And now we have comment. Remember the first anchor tag we pass comment without s.php, but for the second line of code we should add an s at the end. Remember that this is comments here with an s at the end .php. Now instead of ID, the first one we pass an ID. Now here I'm going to pass delete. Call it, put delete like this. Okay, and comment, this is fine, and ID, this is fine. And now cut edit here and put delete here. Okay, and go to the next line, pass I'm going to pass my PHP for the approved. I'm going to say PHP if, okay, I'm going to say if not comment, if the comment is not approved, if not comment, bracket single, approved, if the comment is not approved. Okay, here put a colon after the closing parentheses, colon, and go to the next line and put an anchor tag, href. Now this time comment.php, and after comments.php put a question mark. Now put approve. After approve put equal sign, and now this is I'm going to create a shortcut PHP. Okay, opening, closing. Now after the equal sign here, I want to put a comment, $sign comment, bracket single quote, put ID. Okay, and here from the middle put approve. Okay, and now remember I start with another if statement. I have an if statement. Oh, okay, remember guys, don't forget to add a $sign inside of the comment here. Okay, 133 line here, put a $sign here. It's supposed to be red, not purple. Okay, and then go to the next line. This is I have to say PHP and create my end if like this. Okay, I close my if. This is my if statement. I open it here, I close it here. Okay, now this is my table data. Bring this up. This is for this. Okay, now is my table row, and bring this up. Okay, table data, table row, this for this. Okay, now go, I want you to go after the table row, this table row. You have table data for this block of code, and this is the closing table row here. I want to go to the next line, and this is where I'm going to close my for each loop and my each loop at the top. Remember, I got my first if statement, I have to close it. Also I have my for each statement, I have to close it. Now this is where I'm going to close it here. the first one I'm going to close my for each. Oh, no. Undo. Okay, I'm going to say for end. This is how you end it. And for each, like this. I'm going to semicolon and go to the next line. Say I'm going to close my if statement, PHP, and if, like this. Okay, now pretty much, guys, this part is done. Bring this, I'm going to this table, closing table. Okay, bring everything up like this. Okay, now this is keep it like this. Okay, now let's save everything. This part is done. Let's save everything because this is our last div. Bring this up. Okay. Bring this up. Okay, now let's save. Remember that we have 1, 2, 3 table on 3, and then we have T-body on 4. Okay, now let's save everything. Go to File, Save All, and go back to our browser. Refresh the page. Okay, now as you can see, there are no recent comment. Okay, now go back to our page. Go back to our code. Now, what I want to do, I want you to open your now go. I want you to go to your admin folder. Go to your admin folder. Let me go to my admin folder and open admin.css. Now I want you to open admin.css. This is where we left on admin.css. Now I'm going to add some line of code. It's the main end of main section. We add then with main section here. Okay. Now I want to go down, and I'm going to add some code inside of my admin.css. Now add main space that. Now I'm going to take table. If you go back to index.php, remember we have table. Here's our table, and here's our table. I take my table now and paste it. Now I got add main.table and add table again, and I'm going to take table body at the same time, copy here and go back to admin.css, paste it. And not only that, I'll go back to index.php. I'm going to take image as well. Where's my image? img image. Here's image right here. Okay, copy, go back and paste it here, but I have to put that here. Okay, I have main space that table t-body and that image. Okay, like this. Now I need a width of 50 pixels. This is done. Go to the next line. I'm going to say main space that table, or I'm going to copy everything here. Copy main table, copy and paste here. I got main space that table. Now I'm going to say that, details, and I need a cursor for detail and the cursor pointer. Okay, the cursor should be pointed. Okay, this is done. Now next I want to put over the details, and for this I'm going to say main space that table space table space that detail colon and hover. And now for this over, I need a background color. Here's my color, # db, okay, db dddf like this. This is db and then 3df like this, and put a semicolon. Now we can let's go and save everything. Go to File, Save All, and go back to our browser and refresh the page. Okay. Okay. Now you will not see anything yet because we don't have any. Okay, there are no reset approval. When we got everything approval, when we're done, and you will see the effect of adding the over. Okay, guys, this is it. Let me go back. I don't know if you're done with this part or if you're done with this. Let me scroll down this part. Okay, let me give you some time to code this part. This is why I comment all this line for you. You can miss it. This is the end of T-body, end of table, end of class table, end of content block. Okay, let me go back now. Admin.css. I don't know if you're done. This is where we left. Okay, guys, this is it. This is where I'm going to stop for part 11. I want you to take your time and coding. If you got any errors, let me know in the comment box below. I'm really glad to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And for my old friend, don't forget to share the tutorial, share my channel, and click on the like button. Thank you once again. See you in the next one for part 12. Thank you. Bye bye.